going to be an All-Pro. Thing about it, he's a great person too, a tremendous father and husband, and we wish Stephon Tuitt all the best. I hate to see that with anybody who's having a good year, especially, and this team has been hit with a lot of injuries. We're only in week number 6, which is hard to believe. Also, I want to throw out the Penguins, and what a great effort. Sam Lafferty is a guy who may stick around. Why not? You know, they're playing without Malkin, without Galchenyuk, without Bukestad and Rust, and yet they got production from Sam Lafferty, who among rookies in the Metropolitan Division is the highest scoring guy right now. He just got called up. He has 3 goals, I believe an assist. He was good. Adam Johnson was good. Got his first NHL goal same game. Blandisi scored. Zach Aston-Reese had a couple last night. We saw Dominic Simone finally get the rewards of his work as he went to the net and got a goal set up by Sidney Crosby, who, by the way, was the 3rd star of the week. He now has 10 points in 6 games, off to a very good start. All right, let's go to the lines. Mike in Oakland. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, Bob? How you doing today?
How are you?
I'm all right. Listen, you know, it's good to see you on a solo shot once in a while. You know, you get a lot more calls in. I mean, I love your co-anchors, but it's nice, you know, once a week to have a solo show.
Well, I'm trying to roll the calls, right? Try to get as many calls in as we can.
Yeah, no, I noticed you're one of the, some of your other hosts. Like Josh, you know, I like him, but even when he's on solo, he doesn't even get to many calls. So I like the fact that you do that. I actually am calling about the 2 quick points. First thing is about I need to get your optimism, and I'll tell you why. You are the most optimistic Pittsburgh fan. Doesn't matter if it's the Pirates or the Steelers.
Well, that's not necessarily true. I think I'm more realistic than optimistic, but I choose to be optimistic over pessimistic.
Well, yeah, but remember the Pirates all off-season last year, I was debating you. You said, oh, no, they need to spend. They have to spend. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. And there's been no history that they would ever do it. And so I think you realize that never happened. And look at the terrible season they had.
Well, first of all, I never thought they would spend. I thought they should spend, as I do this year, too. You know, they're not going to go out and break the bank, but they should once in a while just because they have to. They have no starting pitching.
I agree, but, you know, their history shows otherwise. And my whole point with the Steelers is, I mean, they're 2-4. Listen, we lost our best. We lost one of our best defensive guys for the season. We're 2-4. Yeah, these all are winnable games, but, I mean, I'm sorry, but there's a reason why 5% of the teams that have 4 losses from like 1-4, whatever, make the playoffs and the rest don't. I mean, a lot of things need to go right for the Steelers to make the playoffs. I hope you're right, Bob.
At least they're in a conference that has a lot of bad teams. Thanks very much for the call. Appreciate it, as always. Let's go out to RJ in Somerset. What's up, RJ?
Hi, Bob. Last night watching that game, Bob, I don't like any of this excessive celebrating in the end zone out of any of these teams. And last night, Benny Snell's made a throat-slashing gesture. That should have been unsportsmanlike conduct.
I didn't like that either. I don't mind some of the other goofy stuff, but I don't like stuff like that. Appreciate it. Let's move down to line number 4. It's Waylon in Washington. Waylon, how you been, man?
Hi, Bob. How are you?
We're good, thanks.
Hey, check it out. Like, I agree with the caller before about things. However, like, I talked to Chris Oak about a year ago, and he said, Mark or Waylon, you got to give these guys some time to get adjusted. Mm-hmm. And I think that Bush, that middle linebacker, is going to come around. Any thoughts? That's all.
You're talking about the middle. Which linebacker are you talking about?
Yeah, Devin Bush.
Obviously he's really played well. He's made a lot of turnovers. He's on a learning curve like any rookie would be, but he's well ahead of it right now. I think he's on pace right now to be certainly in that conversation for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Line 5 we go. It's Clint in Altoona. Hello, Clint. How are you?
Good. How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. I had a question about the NFL real quick, but I feel good for the Lafferty kid from nearby Holliesburg making a mark already. But you're talking about the Steelers shot and everything. I agree with you, I think, more than I disagree because is it me or is it the whole landscape of the NFL? Is like, it seems year after year there's more like lousy teams anymore. Really, in both conferences, and not
so much the NFC, or there are, but not as many as the AFC.
Well, I was going to ask you. You thought it was a stronger conference, I think, this year was the NFC, and I'm still not sold on New England because they played teams. Said their division. Well, the Bills obviously the best team they played all year because their defense is pretty good. But I mean, what is it? I mean, there's teams that just are terrible. I don't know if they're packing it in or what's going on. But like you said, the Steelers could end up maybe 500. I don't know. But it's going to be tough now with all these injuries, and then Connor got dinged. I saw, no, there he goes out again
Right.
and stuff. So, what do you think?
Well,
about
the
that?
problem is you don't have Ben Roethlisberger, so therefore I think it's going to be difficult unless Mason Rudolph comes back in and really sets the world on fire. And who knows, he could. Stranger things have happened. But they're going to need that performance out of their quarterback, and they need other guys to step up. Juju Smith-Schuster right now is not a factor, and there are reasons for that. No one else is really helping him in the wide receiving department. You saw last night he only had 4 targets, 1 catch for 7 yards. So far he's handled that all well, but at some point he's going to want to get more catches and more involved. But James Washington is out. You had a rookie in Deontay Johnson. You had Ryan Switzer. You had Moncrief, who really hasn't played all that much. And there's not a lot of help on the wide receiving end of this. So there are a lot of things that have to change, I think, and it's going to be difficult to conjure up a script that gets them to 9 wins. But like I said, stories are yet to be written, and I'm not one of these people that automatically just discount the rest of the year because it looks bleak at the time. I realize the odds are stacked against them. I understand what that means, but I also know that things happen for a reason, and you'd be surprised some of the stories that we talk about that players you would never expect. Like I expect Henry Mondo now. This is a guy who was in the preseason and looked good on a defensive line. He's been on their practice squad. Who knows? He might get an opportunity now because of the injury to Tuitt. And he gets activated. All of a sudden, he becomes something better than you would have thought. There are a lot of great stories out there like that, and that's why I love sports. Let's go to Paul in Vanport. What's up, Paul? How are you?
Hi, Pomp. How you doing tonight?
Good. Thank you.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Hodges, I like this kid. He has good poise in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He makes good decisions. That high snap that went over his head, he got that ball real quick and he threw it out of bounds.
I thought that was a little risky in him picking that up, only because that ball can move a lot of different directions. And instead of just falling on it and making it a longer field goal attempt, he picked it up, and that was a good move. But sometimes that ball doesn't cooperate with you. You know what I mean? Just like when we saw the strip fumble in the Ravens game for Juju Smith-Schuster, that ball was right near the out-of-bounds area, and it never got out of bounds, and it stayed in bounds, and that was critical in that overtime loss.
Okay, one other question before I leave. Switzer, you know what? He hasn't done much this season in the kickoff returns. Is there anybody else that we could use in that role?
Well, they tried Johnny Holton. They've tried Deontay Johnson. I don't know who else they can try at this point, but they need production there. And at least last night, Jordan Berry had a tremendous punt at the end of the game where they pinned him down at the 1-yard line. I thought special teams was probably the best game they've played. Also, it was Cam Sutton who came up with an onside kick, very acrobatic play, and he was terrific last night. So, but they need more dynamic plays. If you're going to overcome injuries, if you're going to make it easier on a defense depleted with injury and an offense that doesn't have a lot of playmakers, you got to make plays like they're playing on defense. They have 15 turnovers already this year they've created. That's tied for second in the league, and it ties their mark all of last year. That says a lot. They're 6 games in, and they have as many turnovers forced this year in 6 games than they did last year in the entire season. We'll take a break. More calls on the way. Larry, Anthony, Kevin, and Rick all next right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, Pittsburgh CW.